Hi, Dagobert from Dagobert Tech World here. Just it's one day after the lockdown opened back up again for us fishers, and it's going to take a quick update on what's happening sort of in our area for the next sort of week till our report comes out again on Friday. So at this stage, the weather looks not too bad. There's a few showers around, but it's not quite as good as last week when the lockdown was on. But yeah, that's the way it is. But at the moment, we've got sort of swing around to the east, sort of midday tomorrow, and a little bit of wind tomorrow, actually, sort of mid morning to late in the day, and then it drops off a bit again on Wednesday. But tomorrow morning looks really good actually, and then it drops down again, sort of late Wednesday, Thursday morning. Blows a bit in the afternoon, and then Friday morning it's not too bad, and then it blows around to the south on Friday afternoon, and then we got light southeasters pretty well Saturday and Sunday around that 10 knots, maybe 15 in the afternoon. So at this stage the weather looks really good. It's not too bad. So for offshore, the guys want to get out, I'd be going maybe looking at probably snapper starting from next Monday. It starts actually, but on the 16th. But definitely they're going to be on the bite. They're going to be on the bite big time. But so that's what I'll be doing. I'm chasing snapper starting on Monday, not before then. And then this week, if you can get the opportunity and your boat's big enough, because you only got sort of 15 knot sea breeze in the afternoon, and particularly on Saturday and Sunday, I'll be going out deep dropping, and that will definitely be the go. The bark cod are really on at the moment. There's flame snappers, there's kingies, and out wider there's lots of blue-eyed trevally. So it's all happening. The current's not too bad, but it does change overnight, hey? So just be careful of the current. If it gets in your way, put a bigger sinker on. Remember, electric reels don't get tired like us. They don't know the difference. Just put bigger weight on, okay, and back the boat up a bit. Other than that, the swell's sort of around that metre, 1.2 metres, so it might be a bit rough to get in the surf and cast for Taylor with lures from the surf side, so from the boat back into the surf. A little bit dangerous maybe, so need that swell to drop off a bit, maybe next week. But this week, probably give that a miss. So, dewies, we've got moon in the sky during the day, sort of mid-morning to late afternoon. You might get them just on dark, when that moon's still in the sky before it sets. But it won't be much of a moon, like it's like not even a quarter moon, so there won't be much of it. So when the moon's in the air, during the day, in the sky, sorry, not the air, you don't see much of it. So it's there though. So, but definitely good fishing. So the next week it sort of rises around 8, 9, 10 o'clock as it goes on during the morning, and it'll be in the sky the whole time. So it should be good bites all this week on the fishing scene offshore. We'll go to the estuary now. So for the estuary fishing, this week, yeah, heaps of flatties around. I'm actually going tomorrow morning, give it a shot. I'll give you an update on that on Friday, but go out and give it a go up towards the jumping pin area. The flatties have been good size. I've got a few 70s and 80s being caught even today. I haven't heard much the last week because it's obviously been closed, but they will be there, and hopefully we'll get them tomorrow. They're down the broadwater as well, around Crab Island and around the Seaway area. Other thing at the jumping pin is definitely Taylor inside the jumping pin area. So that high tide's sort of around 8, 9 o'clock in the morning next couple of days. And as the tide starts to run out, they should start to feed on the bait around the edge of Crusoe Island and maybe over towards the entrance to Swan Bay, just at the front of it in the main channel. Just look for the birds and give it a shot. Whiting, definitely around probably the east side of Tiger Mullet on Goldbank, give that a go. Or maybe over towards the lagoon on the north end of South Stratty. That's probably it for the jumping pin area. If you come down towards the broadwater, definitely Taylor again. I would be definitely trying that running tide at night time, maybe along the edge of the channel leading from the Seaway up to Runaway Bay. Fish on the eastern side of the channel, which is Old Perry's Banks there, we call it, straight in front of Runaway Bay Shopping Centre Canal, but on the Stratty side of the main channel. They like that last 2 hours of the run up tide at night, and you're fishing pilchards, and you're fishing like about a 2 or 3 ball, just enough to keep it sort of mid-water, not on the bottom, not on the top, but just mid-water, and burley up, just chop up a few pillies every now and then, throw them out, and even in the dark, that doesn't matter, and your rods should take off. I'll be doing the same at the other end heading south, so because you've got a little bit of northerly wind perhaps, it might be better off fishing over in front of SeaWorld on the main channel again, and you're fishing on the edge of the channel, particularly the SeaWorld side of the channel, and right on the edge we're in about sort of 15 or 20 foot of water or 6 metres of water, and doing exactly the same thing, fishing mid-water, burling up with chopped up pillies, and you're fishing sort of from the last 2 hours that run in tide, so that's sort of whatever it is, around 6 o'clock at night or 5:30 at night until around about 8 o'clock at night. Give that a shot. There should be heaps of squid around at the moment as well. Again, no one has been out, so I can't give you many reports on the squid, but I would dare think they'll be around, and they'll be big. They'll be the big arrows at this time of the year. It'd be worth giving that a shot as well. And the last thing I'd probably try would be tailor. The beach has been fishing extremely good, and most of the tailor have been off the pumping jetty. Like today, this morning off the pumping jetty, it was on fire. This is like not literally on fire, but the fishing was on fire. The guys smacked the tailor. Most guys bagged out. They were good fish. They were like 50 centimetre average, and there wasn't many people doing it. There's like a dozen people on the jetty, but they all smacked them big time. So just on pillies, and the water's a lot of white water around the moment. There's a bit of swell and a little bit of wind from the south. So definitely tomorrow morning would be worth a go there. Once it goes around to the north on Wednesday or tomorrow night, it may still be okay, but not as good as when it's blowing south like at the moment. So if you're going to get your backside down there, I'll go down this afternoon or tomorrow. This afternoon being Monday afternoon. I think it's open 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. and there's no charge. I don't think on the jetty at the moment. Just go down there and have fish. But it's closed outside of those hours. And the fish are caught this morning after the high tides. That was around about 8:30 till about 10 o'clock on that first 2 hours of run out, which it always is, as I always say, my favourite fishing's like an hour and a half after the high tide. That's the bite time. Anyhow, give that a go. Along the beaches, 100%, plenty of white water, great fishing. The swell's only about 1.2 metres, 1.3 metres, it's not too bad. Sweep's not too bad, it's about an 8 ball or about a 3 or 4 size star sinker. To hold yourself in place, and go down and chase some tailor just on dark. Definitely try opposite SeaWorld, Phillip Car Park, opposite Mirage, opposite Narrowneck, and maybe down around Focus area, in front of Focus building at Surface, and head down south further if you're from that end of town around Mermaid Beach where the pine trees are in the surf club, and give that a go. Further south, there'll be definitely tailor, I dare think, around northern part of New South Wales, sort of some Pottsville, Fingal, Cabarita, all that area. Give that a go as well, off the beach. And other than that, a few whiting up the Range River. This weekend, the tides are going to be sort of first to run in tide. Not a bad tide for whiting. You need to get some worms and get yourself up around Council Chambers, or now it's called Soka or something like that. The old Council Chambers are bundle anyhow. And if fishing in the river there, you need a boat though, guys. Okay, and fish just on dark till after dark with worms. Yeah, freshwater scene. Again, you haven't been able to get out there, so I haven't reported them last weekend at the dam, but I would dare think they'd be stacked up near the wall, so I'd be fishing probably around the quarry or around where the western boat ramp is. From there back to the wall would be where I'd be going through the timber there and around the rocky areas of the quarry, where the quarry used to be. Out the front of that, look for them stacked up and either troll deep diving lures through them or use micro jigs and that sort of thing, jigging through the schools of fish, through the bass, and they're really good size too, by the way. But this time of year they stack up, always they stack up to come out. That's when they breed normally, and they always want to go down the river, but they can't because we've got a spillway and they can't get over it unless it's flowing, but it never flows this time of the year normally. So yeah, that's when you catch them, they're stacked up. Give that a shot. Until Friday, this is Dougie Burt, so I'll leave you at that, and good luck over the next few days fishing until our next report. Just sort of give you an update after the COVID closure reopened. So good luck out there, and I'll catch you soon. Dougie Burt from Doug Burt's Tackle World on the Gold Coast. Follow our YouTube page as well, Doug Burt's fishing page, I think it's called, and jump on there and you'll see a little bit of updates of what's happening as well. Thank you very much. Bye.